Sorry, the junior
Dickhead.
varsity match.
It was way back
All
when.
right, at some point during the flight, I'm going to go see Envoy.
That was actually going to go and find Alexis and get him and pull him aside.
Everybody
that's
switch places.
Switch places.
Envoy, I must apologize to you. When I first met you, I mistook you for a Delhi, and I attacked you. That was
you on fire.
a mistake on my part, and I apologize.
This one didn't recognize that attack was made against it, but so no apology is needed.
So I can just attack you at will and. Awesome.
Well,
So
because
as
it
long,
wasn't.
so as,
I
long as
know.
I miss you, I can attack you as much as I like. Okay, good to know.
Well, I mean, you,
No, actually, I did hit you once, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
well, this is basic envoy will also more or less say that, like, this one was merely concerned about the protection of those in the city. Did not deem the attack to be of any significance.
He called you a pussy.
Oh, it's on now. All right, no hard feelings though.
Literal and proverbial gauntlets are thrown.
They fist fight like little girls.
Slap fight.
I have a strength 20. I don't slap like a little girl.
Slap fight.
Yeah. Anyway.
To a robot, it's a slap fight.
Ow, ow, ow. My fists hurt punching steel. Ow.
Breaks a finger on him.
Envoy, have you given any more cycles worth of thought to what you want to do now?
This one does not understand the question about wants. Therefore, it concludes that it has no wants at the moment.
I get a piece of ass. That's what I want to do.
Envoy, what is your current highest priority?
This unit has no highest priority at this moment.
You were instructed to attack the Delhi in the city. Will you continue to attack Delhi?
Please say yes.
This one concludes that this would be an appropriate extension of the initial request that was given.
Yes.
Like he was gonna say no.
Lol.
Gestalt has made a friend.
Lol. Nope.
Troll face jumps off ship, lands, runs away.
Thanks, bye.
He pulls an iRobot and just runs off.
Arms flailing while it giggles.
Motherfucking got you, bitches!
You've been punked.
Then it detonates.
Well, we have been traveling in order to try to defeat the Delhi. They have been attempting to invade this world. If you wish to continue fighting the Delhi, perhaps you would like to join us.
This one sees no conflict in this action. Query: how long have these Delhi been a threat?
I've been wondering that myself.
They first attacked. Oh, gee, how long has it been?
In game, about 6 months, 6 months.
Yeah, they first attacked us about 5 or 6 months ago, and destroyed the city I am from. It's since been retaken and is being rebuilt, but it was a harsh blow. We've lost Tanafir City, and apparently we've now lost Trend.
So I was asleep before they attacked.
Roger, roger.
Right. So
Oh god, more robots.
So these, so these attacks have been going on for quite a while. This one isn't sure what it can do to best help the situation. All it knows
Kill
how to
Delhi.
do. Very well then. It concludes that it's the best course of action for the time being.
Very good. We may need to disguise your appearance somewhat while we are within the city. Is there any way you can appear less high?
This one does not understand the query.
Put a top hat on him.
Go to the costume shop again.
Yes.
Oh God.
Put a top hat and a mustache on him. No one will know.
Monocle.
Knew it.
Yes.
No, all you have to do is put glasses on him and make his hair a little S, and nobody knows.
Apparently.
Tussle his non-existent hair.
So wig
You
and
get some metal
glasses.
shavings and glue it on there.
Boom.
Would you object to wearing a cloak and
If you can find one big enough, sure.
bending over a little bit so as not to appear as tall?
This one can attempt to achieve this particular goal. This one admits that evasion may not be its particular strength, however.
Well, just try to be quiet when you're in the company of others and you're trying to disguise yourself. Your method of speech is uncommon. It would draw suspicion.
Understood. This one will exercise caution when speaking to those outside of this immediate party.
To
Yeah.
pink skins.
Would it not be possible for us to disguise him in some way, or at least claim that he is some sort of magical golem?
If you were not so obviously mechanical and High.
Query, would there be a better way for this one to speak in order to appear less suspicious?
Don't begin your questions with query.
Do you have a mute button? No, I don't actually ask that.
As Alroy strikes a match in the background.
On his ass.
Valroy smoking in the corner.
Well, that for the time being, then Envoy. Be sure to I'll leave the decision of how to best keep the keep myself more conspicuous to you for the time being.
Very good.
Alexis is a very good talker. She's good with words. If anyone can teach you how to speak in a more acceptable manner, it would be her.
Have fun there.
The player can only wonder what words she'll teach him to say.
Boobies, titties, vagina, honk honk.
Whenever
And
I
always
say,
refers to
bend
some
over,
chick
you
as
say
what's her
yes.
balls. Okay, you guys start seeing Freeport in, I'd say this conversation thing has been taking over place over 2 days.
I was actually going to drag Alexis and get him to the side.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Alright. I have
Also-
been, while I have been down in the cargo with Envoy, I have been trying to tune myself to the magic that surrounds him, and I found it was not the same, but it had a similar feel to the magic that came from one of the men floating in the city earlier, or days ago.
Both, actually.
Both, actually.
Both of them. That's
Who were those men?
well, one is Mage Cypher, the most powerful mage on the continent. And the other is only known to us as the Unknown. He is an assassin of some kind, also very powerful. I don't see how they would have ever collaborated on anything.
They seemed
As-
like they were back there.
I believe they'd been fighting each other for the previous week or so. And that was the first time as I understand it, that they've encountered each other personally. I
So what
suspect
then?
they only joined forces because the Dalahai had invaded the city itself.
Then it is strange to find that these two powerful beings have the same magical feeling as the one currently in Envoy. Envoy.
That he somehow came from something that was something to do with both of them. I don't know what that could be.
A mystery is afoot.
Aha!
Alexis, what do you think?
There are many components of Envoy's nature that are mysterious that hopefully we will be able to understand more in time. You can't expect to understand everything about something new, especially something this complex in just a few short days.
Very true, but I decided it would be best to warn the two of you as the other magic users here.
Yes, well spotted. We should all keep an eye on him and see if we can discern anything more.
If I get a chance to speak to Master Cypher, I'll ask him about it.
If possible, I would like to see this Master Cypher myself.
Oh, I'm sure you'll see him at one point or another.
I'll be sure that's a good idea. You don't have a very good track record with Cypher at the moment.
Just make sure that you don't get too aggressive with him. We had a friend who did that, and it didn't work out too well for him when
Both
that
sound
happened.
similar somehow.
What kind of fool decides to anger something that powerful?
I don't know. Looking back on it, he really was stupid, wasn't he?
He must have been.
And ugly, too.
And boy, was he short.
And with a small cock.
And the stench.
How unfortunate for you.
Always prematurely coming every few minutes.
Wait, are we sure we're talking about Stormhammer now? Because that sounds like Hallam.
Aw.
Mixing the two together, they're so similar.
They're both disappointing.
Envoy agrees. Or disappointing.
Just imagine Envoy smashes that through the wall. This unit agrees. Small cock.
Envoy smash.
Somehow he has memory of Stormhammer's small cock.
There, you said it. It's canon now.
Perfect.
He's an incher.
Oh.
Is it even possible to have a cock that small?
Yes.
Nimble.
Ugh.
Like what, fully erect?
It's called a micro penis.
Yeah.
Huh. Did not know that.
Learn something new every day.
He used the handle of his hammer.
Well, it sounds like you would have to.
He just held it between his legs.
Okay, moving on.
That's why he was called Stormhammer.
I would like to note that Alexis seems actually particularly worn out. I'm assuming this is the first night still.
Okay.
Don't push yourself too hard, Miss Whisper. If you need if there's anyone who's particularly wounded, we will be glad to lend a hand.
No, it's not that. I'm fine.
At this moment, you guys hear a familiar horn siren that
Uncle.
seems to be going off. I think you guys, maybe you don't remember by now. It's you're
Yeah,
assuming
up against
it's
the wall and
it's gonna jump. Yeah.
Brace myself, right?
Yep. So
I'm going to do
Envoy
a second
doesn't know
ritual
this.
to somebody who's near Envoy.
nobody, because he's left by himself. Because not
Oh,
very.
wait, hold on. I'm going to do a sending ritual to Envoy.
You hear a lot of static. Try and send it.
I'm going to try to.
Okay.
I'm going to say, Envoy, you might want to hold on to a wall.
Okay. All that Envoy gets is Envoy might hold wall through bits of static.
God, he is made of the internet.
I imagine, like, he stopped, like, he perks up, like, he's clearly hearing
The
something.
fuck is that?
I half imagine like
Sounds
every
like a-
single one of.
He sounds like a
Envoy's
fax
responses-
machine.
He sounds like AOL connecting.
Oh god, that's a dreadful sound.
God, thank you for reminding me of that.
I should really make that like my fucking phone ringtone alarm. And
Oh, geez, that's a great.
because
my
I can't
God.
imagine.
Anyways, well, Envoy was basically standing near / against a wall, and motionless pretty much the entire conversation he was having. So, he's just gonna stay near the wall.
Okay,
He has a high enough insight to figure out what you meant.
at this moment, the ship seems to lurch, slightly vibrate, and everybody gets all tingly as the engines start to rev up. Next thing you know, you feel yourself being pushed up against your wall. I'm not gonna make you guys roll anything this time because I believe you guys have gone through this enough to understand that shit done get pushy when this happens.
You know what I
Is
just
everyone else okay,
realized? We never told Tara about this.
Oh,
Who's the one who's
yeah.
more important.
Okay, hold on, Tara. What do I usually make these guys roll? An endurance
It
or
was,
something?
It was in acrobatics, I think.
I could do an acrobatic.
What about all the refugees?
The people that on deck probably bunched them all up on top of each other. They make it a Jenga stack of them.
They're
Oh,
playing Tetris in there.
with the bodies.
Okay,
I've got an L-shaped one.
roll in athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
All right. Whew.
You're jostled around a lot, but you make it through okay.
Okay.
I will never get used to that.
As you guys
Guys?
jump basically into hyperspace. Not really,
Guys,
but you know.
what was that?
Death.
Great.
Love that feeling.
Gives me a tingling in my loins.
I was about to say that. Makes my balls all. Ooh.
So I'm guessing we're like right on top of Freeport now.
You're gonna be there really soon.
Okay. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna start saying bye to all the refugees, give some advice about, being displaced like this,
hmm
and go into the hold because there's no way I'm getting out of this ship.
No! No!
I
Can't make me!
may be an 8 intelligence, but I know that there's not many of me, and I'm not gonna walk around a city where I'm wanted.
The leader of the 8 Intelligence Club.
Alright, before we land, I'm going to turn to Alexis. The first thing we're going to do is get you some rest. You're no use to us if you're half awake.
This will take overnight, so you guys.
Okay, well, yeah.
In 8 hours, you'll be landing, so you guys get your rest in.
I force her to get some sleep.
Okay.
She's
Wink.
actually going to say no. Now's not the best time for that.
I don't
Now,
want to.
what do you have to do?
Plenty of things right now. And she's actually going to head off towards her room
And Envoy's just.
and finger herself for 8 hours.
No, remember, use the hilt of the dagger.
Yeah.
Is this
Cannon.
I know. Actually, she is going to, if she can, try to find an envoy.
Cargo hold.
He's in the cargo hold, and he's standing in the
Like
same
from-
spot he has been for the past probably how many hours so far?
About 16 hours.
Yeah, so he's been standing pretty much motionless for 16 hours.
Envoy, do you have a? Well, of course.
I'll
you
head
have a
down there
moment.
too.
Of course, you have a moment.
Alexis,
Yes.
really?
What?
I give you the look.
No, it's not a character. I don't know what you mean.
Are you gonna try and fuck this character too?
No, I'm not.
That's the look I'm trying to give you.
No. Alexis could say, I'm not thinking anything like that.
Yet?
Though,
As she blushes.
maybe you should leave your door unlocked tonight. She gives you a wink.
Mm.
Remember, Varrig doesn't have a penis.
That you
Does
can
it?
use.
Well, he has an innie.
Oh.
Lizards.
It's got to come out to play.
So
But it does-
Can dragonborns have sex with humans in this?
Yes, they can, but they have a little spike on the end of it, so it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, but is it like a rubbery spike?
I've
though?
had bad
against
experiences
the
with this in
G-spot?
the past, guys.
Well, it's not rubbery. It's there to lock itself in.
Oh,
What the
with
fuck?
the lady dragons.
You never know that?
No.
Cats have it, I believe.
Liam, stop having a spiked wiener.
They have a little barbed spike on it that some animals have it to keep it
Keep
in.
from slipping out.
Yeah, basically.
This is an exhilarating conversation here.
Well, I hate having
Imagine this is happening in
Like,
real time.
It's
before
like-
the
it's
car-
like-
Fucking
like,
watch-
like in character with Alexis, I'm like, you know, I can't do this
to.
with you.
I'm not Garrus. Doesn't work that way.
Alexa says, just leave your door unlocked and see what happens.
Shave it. Just get a file and shave off
Just
the little
still
hook.
jerk it off.
It's like while I'm doing that, it's just like Varric just rubbing his temples, going, oh my god.
She is going to ask, Envoy, if you have a moment, could you come up to my room? And she turns to
thinking
Varric, she's like, I'm really not trying to fuck the robot.
it.
I don't think he has a penis yet, so good luck trying.
I've got.
It's a challenge.
You can make.
He's got
Mount
fingers.
dagger on him.
He's got fingers.
Just be sure these people don't see you. You're still wanted too.
Envoy just simply says, "This one sees no problem with this action," and
I'm going to lead him up to our my room then.
Oh god.
Oh, the candles.
Oh my god! For fuck's sake, stop being 12.
The bathtub filled with rose petals.
He comes in, there's a trail of candle wax leading straight up to her pussy. She's like 12. Hello there.
Okay, Chris, is you, so.
If it walks, she wants to fuck it.
All right. So what happens when we get into the room?
Alexa's gonna reach into her pack.
Oh no.
Oh my god! For 5 seconds!
Lubricant.
She's gonna pull out the biggest dildo in the world and fuck herself fucking fine. There you go. And then she's gonna use fucking Envoy to clean it up like a goddamn fucking vacuum cleaner.
I'm so glad we pushed to that.
She is
Go ahead,
going
Chris.
to pull out the core of Pyrexis she got.
Oh!
And
You
use
gonna
that
fuck him with that?
No!
Oh!
My ass to plug it. Then I'm
It's an anal plug.
the dagger.
Okay. You show him the core.
I'm going to say, I pulled this piece of technology out of a high-ranking Delhi. I was wondering, perhaps with your insight, maybe you'd be able to help me figure out how this works.
This one can attempt to parse what this information means, and he will do an engineering check. And that's a 21.
Not quite high enough, but you do find yourself that you, from its makeup that you are able to integrate with it and be able to go inside of it and possibly pull information out of it.
This one is not able to ascertain any details yet, but this one believes it can interface with the item in question and possibly glean more information from inside of it.
Any information that you can possibly get from this is more than we had before.
Very well then.
Oh God.
Very well then. This one will begin its
I
in-
do want to note, though, when you spoke about the Delhi before, tried to access those files, it damaged you. Is there a way that you can, I guess, make sure that there's a failsafe in case this information is damaging as well?
what would be the appropriate thing for me to use to determine what would be a way to have a failsafe of sorts in here, if there is any way to sort of...
You don't know much about it right now, so you don't believe that at your current engineering check that you don't think there could or that you could program one at the moment.
This one
you,
doesn't...
You're
this-
basically going in blind.
Yeah, this one does not know of any failsafe. It would not, and would likely not have any securities established before accessing the item in question.
Maybe we'll hold off on this one until we've gotten a bit more of an understanding on the Delhi. I have also a corpse I picked up before from one of the Caustic Ravengers. Maybe you'd be able to help me with that.
I just got one of these things laying around.
Look at my Delhi Dead collection. I gotta collect them all like Pokemon.
Mhm.
I know. I'm studying the Delhi. Yeah.
Yep.
Come on,
I know.
This-
I can just imagine you open up your closet and take out another corpse.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, and I got a Hulk in here.
Yes, you have a 15-foot Hulk in your closet.
Yes.
This
Well,
one.
once again, Alexis.
This one just he's responsible. This one can attempt to investigate as well.
I want to do an engineering. I want to see if there's any way I believe components from existing Delhi could be used and incorporated into Envoy.
Currently. Okay. Out of the Ravager that you have now.
Yes.
Okay. Roll it.
Oh!
Looking at between the Ravager and Envoy, you do see that he does have slots that can be outfitted with other components, but you're not seeing any of them matching up with something from the Ravager.
Okay.
Envoy will notice you looking through it and will ask, "What are you doing?"
Well, you're Delhi, and I figured maybe there's something in here that we could use to make you stronger, or
Faster.
Perhaps this one can analyze these resources for any potential, and I'll do an engineering check as well. Oh, that's a good old 22 there.
One more point, still not enough.
well, basically, I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night conversing with Envoy on
Sure.
the Delhi body and such. But I'm gonna note that she is foregoing sleep and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
Sleepless
everyone
night.
hasn't just departed yet, have they?
Departed? What do you mean?
As in, we
We
haven't
haven't
landed
made it.
yet.
We haven't made
No,
it.
you
yet.
guys have not made it to Freeport yet.
Okay. Just check a time frame.
8 hours to go. Basically,
Okay.
I'm giving you a rest, and that's it. Upon waking up, you'll be landing.
Okay. While that's going on, I'm writing letters.
Okay. Anybody else before I cut to landing?
No, I'm gonna.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay. You guys wake up to the nice morning sunshine, and
The strapping young lad is next to me.
what?
Nothing, never mind. Don't worry about it.
You're sleeping with some old lady
Ah, no!
She
that
went
you-
and found that young
that you
stud.
killed.
I was hoping for the young stud. Come on.
Now
I-
he died once he saw you.
Aw.
Heart attack.
Harsh.
Ugh.
There's
Ugly.
no
Stop
good-
killing everybody.
Ugly feral thing that you are.
Yeah, hairy legs and everything, probably. Probably never
Aw.
shaved those legs in her life.
Red armpits.
I feel like I have some type of grooming skills for human form. Jeez.
Well, are you in human form or are you in hybrid form?
I'm in human form.
Okay, fine. Then you're
Full
not hairy.
human.
Then you're not hairy.
Thank you.
Okay, the ship basically comes around from the on the ports of the south end, as you guys are completely accustomed to, and pretty much they're slowly being the refugees are slowly being offloaded.
I try to grab Tara's before she leaves. Give her a stack of letters. These need to be sent out. They're listed where they need to go. I can't go into that city.
Okay. I'll do the best I can.
Good. Thank you.
She
I go back
eats 'em.
down.
Hey,
The fox ate my homework.
I don't eat paper. I'm a little smarter than that.
I'm
I would
going
also like
to
to mention that there's 6 letters.
Okay.
6 letters? Okay. Got it.
Varric, send me a message on who they all go to and what they might contain, if you want.
I'll give you the rough thing.
That's
And
fine.
you'll kind of know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, just all you have to do is like tell me who they're going to, and in like one sentence saying like, this is what we did, or like your order or whatever it is. That's it. Chris, what were you gonna say?
when we land, I'm going to take out the book and I'm going to write to Slade to let him know we've landed in Freeport.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying on the ship. If he's able to, please come. I have something you'll want to see.
Are you gonna make Envoy stay on the boat?
Is he? I thought he was staying on.
I don't know. They were talking about possibly bringing him off. I don't know what the group's doing.
That seems really stupid.
Well, Dan was talking about disguises and shit like that.
I mean, he's 7.5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe he has hydraulic legs. He can shrink himself.
I mean, it's like trying to say I'm going to put a mustache on the Great Khali and no one will know what's up.
Hey, he's not that much taller than Varric. Well, you just, you know.
Yeah, but
Push
Varric was
out
still
of
an
it.
anomaly.
Yeah, they still looked at very goofy.
Derp. There's less robot men than there are dragons.
Actually, there's a lot more robot men than there are dragons.
All right,
Yes.
there's less sentient, free-thinking robot men than there are dragons.
People don't know that.
Okay, so where's everybody going? Who's on the ship? Say now.
I'm staying in the cargo hold. I'm not dumb.
I'm staying.
I'm going to go.
I said who stays on the ship.
I'm
So,
staying.
Chris,
I'm
Gestalt.
Actually, no, I'm gonna go with Geddon.
Okay. Oh my God, make up your goddamn minds, guys. Okay, Chris.
Actually, no.
Leaving.
Chris is staying.
Yes.
Envoy,
Eric is staying.
you're staying.
I'm staying and probably just assisting whatever Alexis
Let's
needs.
hang out.
Okay, and Varrig is staying.
Yes.
Dan, Alexis, or not Alexis, god damn it. Tara and Gestalt are all leaving.
Yes.
Mhm.
So a 50-50 split.
Yo.
Yay! Now I get to kill everybody on the boat.
Right.
Woo!
I was never alive anyways.
Boop! Get the fucking
I've
wolf
always-
out of here.
I've always been dead inside.
I died when my people did.
So metal.
Slade replies back, it shall be a few moments. Okay, let's cut to the ground group first. Dan,
Mm-hmm.
go.
All right. Well, we're heading to see Akima.
Okay, you know where the mage tower is, you know how to get there, blah, 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 blah.
Who is Akima?
Powerful mage, the most powerful mage in Freeport.
Ah,
He's an ally.
I assumed as much.
Yes, he should have some idea how to retrieve the dagger.
What dagger?
Killing
the
me, stab
omen of
magic.
light.
The sister dagger to the one that Alexis is currently wielding.
Yes, it can
You're with
also
the new
close
party.
portals. To close the main portal, we will need both daggers.
I see. Lead the way.
Would you like me to come with you? Because, you know, magic and stuff isn't exactly my forte.
I can be a
no, no.
hindrance. Can I go?
Another pair of eyes to watch our backs is always welcome.
Okay, well, I'll help. I'll join along in case anything bad happens.
This Max steps on all of you.
Mm. Yes.
I could run away.
I'm back, bitches!
Want to start teleport? No.
Max looks disturbingly
Fucking
like the mountain.
asshole! There, yells from inside the ship.
Why are you still bloodied? Silly Barry.
Because I never, I didn't heal. I only healed once when I was in the building.
It's been 2 days.
I know by now I'm fine, but I just
Fix your goddamn token.
whatever. We were just
All right, so
talking
we
for
go
a
to
while.
we go to see Akima.
Yeah. You do see Max patrolling outside of the walls, and he takes no notice to you whatsoever.
What an impressive thing.
As a quick side note, no guards mention you. No, none of them give you second looks. You're able to get into the tower completely unhindered.
Yay, we're unimportant.
Well, that's
Isn't
good.
that what you wanted?
Yes, that's good. So, yeah.
It just means that Varrig was wrong.
We're not KOS anymore. That's killed
I
on
think we were
sight for
kill
the
outside.
noobs.
We were just,
Or you're arrest on site
eh.
for a little while.
Yay for more important things happening.
Varrig being a little hissy bitch.
Hey, I'm being safe here. I don't want to have to do another jailbreak.
Okay, you guys make your way into the tower.
All right, so Akima, how go things in Freeport?
Well, with what's going on inside of Trend, I would say not well.
Yes, the mountain waking up is a great blow to our efforts. Not sure what any of us can do against that, even Cypher.
I'm gonna bow to Akima and say, my name is Gestalt. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, this
Another
is Gestalt,
magic
and
user.
this is Terra.
I will bow awkwardly.
Fall over.
Yeah.
She's usually more graceful than that.
On the battlefield.
I
not
could turn into a
melody.
fox! Look!
Pew!
Congratulations, little girl. Now go outside while the men talk.
Wow.
Oh.
No, I'm
I will
kidding.
make us a sandwich.
I'm gonna stay right here. Thank you very much.
I have some dishes that need to be attended to. No.
Do them yourself.
He's a mage. He can do it without a thought.
Actually, can do it with the thought.
Prestidigitation. The dishes are clean. Hooray.
Ta-da.
As far as your dagger goes, the king tends to keep it close at hand.
Does he know what it is?
He has no idea.
We're not attacking the king, Gedden.
Well, that's good and bad.
Wouldn't be the first time.
How do you propose we go about retrieving it?
I'm going to assume the king is able to part with it. If
For
we're
what
able to
price?
give him something in return.
What would the king be interested in?
That, my friends, is up to you. I am not sure of that.
Oh, we could give him envoy. No, never mind.
Yeah, okay.
Who?
Gedden,
So he's Cerberus now?
Get in. We need him.
Gedden, over here
Hmm?
for a moment.
You know I
Inside.
can still hear you no matter where you go inside this tower.
True, but I'm doing it for the sake of appearances. It feels more important this way.
What is it
Do you?
called?
Alexis has several various Dalhai parts. Would the king be interested in such things?
He does seem to be fascinated by their technology. You saw the patrolling monstrosity outside.
Yes, I did notice that.
Akima speaks up, even though he's probably a decent ways away from you. I believe that would be a decent trade, but I'm probably sure that what's in your hold is nowhere near enough to get back what you are acquiring.
Well, we have
If the king doesn't know what it is, well, he might get suspicious if we suddenly show up with Dalhai parts wanting the knife.
Well, I'm assuming the people that were who took part in this, let's say, incident, were a part of the people making the trade. I'm pretty sure the trade would not happen at all. You'd have
Right,
to
we-
find a third party for such thing.
Are you volunteering your services for that, or
Mine
suggesting
would
someone
still
else?
be still too shady. I would probably look towards the Undercity. The king may still have allegiances or still some ties with the Slade of this world or of this city.
But this also means we have to convince Alexis to part with Dalhai parts, some potentially very important ones.
That's assuming you have enough to make the trade.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure 1 or 2 robots would not be enough.
Akima, would it be possible for one moment of privacy while I discuss something with Gedden?
He disappears from the room.
How polite.
You think he's in a
Gedden.
pocket dimension.
Alexis has the core of Pyrexis.
Yes. And while it has so far been largely useless to us, the king's artificers may have more luck with it. Although I'm not real optimistic with what they might do with it.
No,
I
but
can't
if that dagger is as important as the one Alexis currently have, we're going to need that dagger infinitely more than we're going to need that core.
Well, we're trading something we may need later for something we do need now. It seems reasonable, if not terribly long-sighted.
You can always steal it
Besides-
back.
I have a feeling that Alexis will oppose to this, though. Well, possibly not if she requires that dagger that much. It's also only a matter of time before the king's own mages figures out the power that lies within that dagger.
Yes. Well, I believe she knows this Slade fellow. Perhaps she will have some insight on his reaction, or what sort of price he can get for the dagger.
Those are my thoughts, at least.
Akima returns.
Thank you for your assistance, Akima. We will inquire with Slade.
If you wish to find me again, I'm sorry to say you won't find me here again. From here, I am going to be out with Cypher.
Then there is one
We
thing
have
I would
some work to do.
Then there is one thing I would ask before I leave. As it stands, with the enemies that we are currently facing, I find myself in a position where I feel that my powers are not adequate, and I was wondering if you would know a place where I would possibly be able to train my powers to be more effective against the Delhi.
The best place was just destroyed hours ago.
Well, shit.
If you're looking for the best training for your dollar, basically, coin, it would be with Cypher or myself, but at this current moment we are going to be extremely busy.
Would there be some kind of training I could do on my own?
Well, through most combat, you get stronger as you continue to face them. Outside of that, continue to keep focusing your energy, and maybe look into finding a amplifier.
Yeah, currently the amplifiers I have are the 2 daggers that I wield. Or my daggers.
Oh, those are not amplifiers. And he points to Geddon's sword. That is an amplifier.
I study his sword, look it up and down.
Big, isn't it?
It's very nice.
Roll Arcana.
I can do that.
Good.
36.
You believe this thing increases his magical power tenfold and seems to change his magic to be able to be focused lightning.
Where would one require such an amplifier?
The only one of that sort is that one there. The other amplifiers are scattered about the world. Not much is known about them, and how many there are left. Most have been lost to time.
I was lost in time myself for quite a while, but I was found.
Waka waka.
Well, then I would suggest scouring the world looking for rumors, and maybe you'll find yourself on a path to find one.
Thank you for your advice, Master Akima.
Outside that, I would speak with Cypher.
He was extremely busy.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking of that which is keeping us all busy, if we are successful in retrieving the dagger, we would want to use it on the portal inside the mountain, since it is the Delhi's main portal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any suggestions on assaulting the mountain successfully?
At this moment, we don't have an assault plan yet, but I'm assuming what we should do is have some kind of combined forces. We need, our generic distraction plan to be able to move special forces inside.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to basically have to airdrop you in.
Luckily for us, the mountain is proceeding very slowly.
Oh, this we would have assumed it would happen. But as far as where it will go next, we're not sure exactly.
Mm.
At least it will give us time to evacuate the people once we figured out its general destination.
Through Cyphers and some other force, their blow was not very significant, but significant enough to the mountain himself. It seems the thing can be damaged.
Mm.
But the amount needed is something that many of us do not have.
Trying to destroy a mountain in a single blow is a bit much for anyone.
Anything that moves must have a power source of some kind.
Well, you're also forgetting the mountain is alive.
Perhaps it has a weak spot inside somewhere.
That's something we have yet to see.
Mm-hmm.
There's too little information at the moment. We need to first focus on the things we can deal with right away, and for now that is requiring the dagger.
If I were you, I would somehow acquire more information on this mountain. Any bit would help.
Perhaps we could ask the tree or the reef.
Rye is the name of the tree, by the way, if you guys have forgotten.
You will have to fill me in on this getting on the way back.
Giant crystal tree, don't worry. Talks to us by grabbing us.
Ah, tentacle
Yeah.
tree.
Sort of.
Made of crystal. Yeah.
I've seen weirder at this point.
That it?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll thank you for his time and effort.
Okay. He disappears from sight.
All right. Back to the ship.
Okay,
Actually-
Alexis. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm assuming there is a library, a significant library here, like
Yes.
in the Mage Tower.
Yes.
I'm going to spend some time there then and try and read up and see what I can find about the amplifiers.
Sure. Okay.
And I'm going to deliver the letters then? We'll leave the tower and then deliver the letters.
I think they have to be mailed, basically. Am I right, Varric?
Yes.
So if
You
you
have a
just
message?
you can find a depot. You sent me one. I didn't look at it yet.
Okay.
There it is.
Send us a crow.
Alright, then I'll try to find a place to drop off the letters.
I don't understand your statement. For
Well, I'll go to the
We'll
depot.
talk about it later.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. Not me.
Yes. Okay. You guys are headed back, and while you're doing that, Alexis, there's a knock at your door.
There's a knock on my door.
Dear God, no.
I'm gonna stand up and open it.
You see Slade standing there, in complete battle gear.
He's ready for you.
Mask ready, armed to the teeth. And
This is a
go ahead.
different look for you.
Well, we are at war.
Sadly true. Come in.
Such a weird turn of events. I'm coming to you now. He comes in, sits at the table, and does what he always does, and kicks back, puts his feet up on the table.
When I come to visit you, normally I'd bring wine or dinner. You just put your boots up on my nice table.
Dear, do you know we're in a war?
No reason we still can't have a little fun, right?
He shakes his head and sighs, and reaches back, pulls off his mask. You actually see an additional scar running down his cheek to his jawline.
I'm gonna walk up closer to him, put my hand on his cheek. What's this one?
This one's a scar. No.
Womp womp.
Ah.
Wow.
This
It's a wound.
running your finger up and down it. This one came from the what was it called? The Battle of the Iron Fort, or the Stormguard.
It's probably worthless, but Alexis is gonna try to sing, see if that does anything for the wound.
Nah, the wound's fully healed. The scar is gonna remain.
Got a nice song out of it.
So now he has one going over his right eye onto his cheekbone, and then another one just like an inch to the right of it, going from the cheekbone all the way down to the fucking jawline.
Someone needs a better armor in that place.
On the face?
Yes.
He's got armor there. They just get through it, man. And Delhi.
Yes, he has a cloth mask. Actually, it's more of a cloth with leather.
Yeah.
Lux is gonna sit down and say, how are you doing?
Is Envoy in the room?
Not at this moment yet, I don't think.
Okay.
We're playing cards, I assume. Just for funsies.
Teaching him Jing.
Yep.
Jing-jong.
Jing Jong.
He's like, this game is confusing and stupid.
I know, it's the only one everybody plays. It's retarded.
You asked how are you doing?
Yeah.
Same old, same old. Killing, diplomacy, killing, diplomacy, killing, and diplomacy.
Have you heard any word from Turner?
Turner is safe. He made it aboard one of the ships to Tyrion Vale.
Good to hear.
Though we have lost half of that Undercity.
We lost quite a bit in that attack. And we stand to lose a lot more. But there is a small piece of good news. I'll go get it. And she stands up and goes to retrieve Envoy.
You see him like leaning back in his chair looking at your ass as he goes towards the door.
That is he?
Sure, let's make that canon.
Okay.
He
Do
gives
I
a little
notice that
nod
happen?
to himself.
No, his stealth is way beyond your your perception.
Best peak ever.
Why would he be stealthily checking out her ass?
Why? Because she's like 12 and he's like 50. No, she's like
It's like she's like in her like early to mid 20s, but sure.
no, he just does it because he wants to. Sure, let's go with that.
He just does it because he's
It's
slave.
Yeah.
natural
he
reaction
said
for him.
he has a slight boner for her.
Always masturbating while you're singing at the
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I don't think that was canon, but he
No.
actually did come to always see her sing, so
Yeah.
there was at least some sort of crush to it.
He enjoys a bit of voyeurism.
But yeah, no, she's gonna go grab Envoy and bring him back.
which I think Skitch is away.
I still have no idea how to play this game. I just put cards down and eventually you win.
No,
I think.
Jing Jong is a
It's
cross of what's those two games?
Jenga
and
Mahjong.
Mahjong. Yep.
Somehow.
And that's
Really
how badly
weird.
I'm playing it. I have cards.
But basically, it's stacked tiles. You have to remove them 2 at a time, without the thing toppling over.
I grew up with mercenaries. We don't know how to play games.
Well, the 8 intelligence club was no good at playing that game.
Yeah, it was a game determined by
Will
sheer. Yeah, well, it was
will
basically-
save.
the saving throw was in there too. It was pure dumb luck at one point.
It was like a
It
will
was
save.
and
dex-
acrobats, or no, a dexterity.
Dexterity.
check.
Yep. And something else.
There was just a pure luck roll in there, like a saving throw.
Yeah. But yeah, it's 3 rolls, and you have to do it, what, 3 times, something like that, and that
Yeah,
will
and
determine your
Scott,
winner.
Scott would try to cheat every time, and every single time he'd get caught.
Yep. And the only person to ever win that game was Jason.
He won every time.
Yep. The 3 times I think you guys played it.
But yeah, I was like teaching games that I used to play because I'm bored. Antsy.
Ching Chong is awesome. Yay, you're back.
Yay.
Alright.
Skitch, you ready?
Yes.
We're waiting on you.
Right.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's not a problem.
We're
Alexis,
playing card games.
Alexis has come to get you.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're playing card games. I promise I won't count cards as the robot.
I'm grabbing you, and I'm asking you to come with me in my room. There's someone I want you to meet.
I go along.
All
I'm
right.
not making a sex reference this time.
I tried not to.
Threesome.
Yeah, I was about to say 3-way. No, she's gonna knock on the door. It's a. You might want to put your mask back on.
To Slade.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes ahead and pulls his mask over his head.
She's gonna open the door then, lead Envoy in.
Well, since you can't see his face, but you don't see any discernible reaction to this. And he looks at you and he goes, I thought you said it was a little surprise.
Yeah, I suppose that was a bit misleading, wasn't it? She's gonna give like a mischievous smile.
You were always good at lying, just never with me.
One day I'll get you.
So he points at it, so he goes, what is this?
Apparently, some sort of Delhi unit constructed by, well, that part's not entirely sure, but whoever built it incorporated some kind of magical core to it, and it exists, from what I can tell, completely independent of the Delhi hive mind. His name is Envoy.
Slade gets up and basically just slowly circles it, just looking it up and down. And pulls his hand out and flicks the metal chest plate on him. And what exactly are you trying to do with this thing?
Make it an ally. I could think of no more valuable ally at this time than a Delhi itself. Give us insight on how they work and perhaps help us understand their technology.
So you're putting your trust of yourself and your party into something of basically the enemy. We do not know what kind of influence the Delhi could possibly have over this thing down the line. Do you understand the risks you are taking with this?
We met the Delhi commander in Lake Rathi, and he seemed foolishly confident that now that he has the mountain, he doesn't need anything else. I don't think there's any malicious intent or malicious possibility in this unit. He seems to act of his own accord.
Oh, that has no bearing. If, let's say, the Delhi are directly controlled by another force, correct?
Yes.
Who's to say that force cannot also directly influence this one?
Nothing I've been able to tell seems to suggest the same connection this unit exists in the other ones.
He's still Delhi.
True. But I don't know if he's the same as the rest, per se. I mean, in terms of actual physical construction, he's the same, but I don't know if the makeup inside is compatible.
If it's not compatible, the Delhi will find a way to work around this.
Assuming they capture the unit, and I mean, the same
I
can
don't
be
think
said.
they have to even capture the damn thing. I just think they need to get close to it. At this point, he still has not made eye contact with the Envoy.
Envoy at this point will just try to interject and say, if this one has permission to speak, this one has.
Slate sits back in the chair and goes, "Sure, entertain me."
This one has no operating knowledge of these Dalhai or known connection with them.
And what makes me believe what you have to say?
This
Can
one?
you say, without a doubt, what you're saying right now isn't a running program to make a response towards such thing?
He's going to run an insight check against Slate to determine whether this person is even suggestible to, basically, he's trying to infer whether this person has an assumed conclusion that he's unwilling to budge from.
Okay, hold on. 25. I don't even think he even touched Slade's fucking...
Damn.
Well, just...
Where the fuck is Slade? Slade, where are you? Nope, that's
basically,
Shade.
well, basically just sort of...
No,
Because there's two ways he can answer the question. Like,
You-
so he,
you don't know.
okay.
You're way off, by the way. You're gonna have to have a much better roll than that.
Okay. I mean, if my passive is 31, so...
Still lower.
okay. That's
He's-
not even...
well,
I
I'm
guess-
just letting you know he's a level 21 solo skirmisher. But-
I'm not really trying to beat any sort of... I'm basically trying to just say, do I have a feeling...
He's asking if he can get an impression. Does he think that this guy's already made up his mind?
Right, that's all I'm trying to do.
You could pull that he's extremely hesitant towards you.
Right.
He does
So-
he does have his opinion, but I can't tell you if it would be swayed or not by what you would say.
All right, sure. Okay, his response essentially is, this one has no understanding of whether this is the case or not, and is unsure as to whether it is capable of saying anything to change your position at this time.
And that's when he looks at Alexis and then points at him, with the flat palm towards, in the air. This is what I mean. It doesn't even know, and we can't even tell if it's even lying about it.
Well, the same could be said about Gestalt.
That's true. But then again, he doesn't look like them.
No, but I haven't been able to sense anything that would suggest that that Envoy has anything even remotely malicious in his intent. I understand that the Delhi could program them, but I don't know his technology enough to be able to say if that's possible or not yet.
This is what I'm going to tell you. You're free to do whatever you want. But don't let your curiosity get you killed.
I'll try to bring Envoy to see Seiya. She knows the Delhi better than anybody else, so...
He openly
Sure.
laughs at that. You're going to take a Delhi into the Citadel.
I'm sure we can arrange something.
I'm almost half tempted to go see this happen.
The potential benefit we can gain from this is almost incomprehensible.
You have to somehow get them to even allow him near the city. I can't see them letting him in.
If I talk to Seiya, I'm sure she can work something out.
Let me know how it goes. I just don't have a good feeling about this.
We'll see how things go in time, and I'll keep you updated on it, just as we do with everything else.
Just keep one foot grounded. Don't go head over heels into this. We don't want mistakes being made. We don't want... If he is somehow still connected to the larger mass, we don't want anything that we know possibly getting back there.
I don't think they really care at this point.
They may not, but some may. We can't tell.
I'll be careful.
He gets up from the chair and drops a coin purse down on the table. Let me know if you need anything else.
You could probably use that money to help the Undercity and Trend recover. Get its new base of operations going.
For where you're going to be going, you're going to need it.
Thanks, Hunt.
He walks towards the door. Still does. He through the whole thing, he still never makes eye contact with Envoy, and heads out.
Envoy, could you give me a few moments to myself?
Affirmative. And Envoy steps out of the room.
But he just stays outside the door.
Yeah, basically just stands like immediately outside the door.
Can I come in now? Now? Now?
Alexis is gonna go up to the door, lock it, and then just lean up against it and sort of slide down until she's sitting, just sort of bury her face in her hands for right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm downstairs beating the shit out of probably like a weight bag or something. Pissed off as hell.
By this time, Party 2 has made their way back to the boat.
I'm still in the library.
Okay, they left you.
No, I'm gonna find the most. I'm gonna speed there for a while, and once I figure out which books look the most promising, then take them back with me.
We gotta
So
check them out
probably-
first.
Yeah, I'll check them out. So I'll probably show up. For,
Sorry,
you know,
sir,
a
but you
couple
do not have a
hours later.
library card.
Do you even exist?
But, okay, Geddon,
Yep.
do you want to explain what you found out with anybody else, or?
See, am I back in the ship now?
Yep.
I'm gonna go find Alexis. And anyone else is here as well, I suppose.
You go
well,
up-
Still beating the shit out of a bag.
You go up to Alexis's door and you see Envoy standing just outside the door.
Envoy, are you on guard duty?
Negative.
I like the scenery. This door is
Okay, then.
very pretty.
Alexis Whisper requested some time alone, so this one has vacated the room as requested.
Ah, very good. I knock on the door.
She wanted time alone. Knock, knock, knock.
That's cool. Knock, knock, knock.
Envoy, you've been standing there for at least an hour. Alexis, you've been sitting on the floor for at least an hour.
Yes.
It's Gedden. May I come in?
No, fuck you.
Okay. All right.
She's gonna
this
stand
is
up
what
and
we
open
call
the door.
PMS.
She's gonna stand up and open the door. Yes.
Do you have a moment? I'd like to speak to you in private.
Always.
And knows Envoy just standing there.
You hear a dragon like roaring and beating things.
Envoy, you don't have to stand right outside the door. If there's anything you'd like to investigate or people you'd like to talk to, feel free to explore.
If you want to creep out other people, please, that'd be great.
Just gonna talk with the Valrai now.
Given the caution that was offered to me earlier, the only other place this one would probably retire to would be the cargo hold.
If that's where you feel most comfortable, then by all means. I just think that the Valhai have some kind of fire safety hazard against someone standing out in the hallway like that.
Very well then. Just sort of walks off silently towards the cargo hold.
She's gonna say thank you, Envoy.
It is nothing. And he just keeps on listening.
Well, Miss Whisper, I've spoken to Akima, and apparently the king is keeping the dagger quite close to him. But he suspects that the king will be willing to part with it in exchange for something that would be of more interest to him. Possibly some of the rare Delhi parts we've come across.
That's what the king said he'd be interested in.
That's what Akima said the king would be interested in. And he mentioned that Slade might be able to broker such a deal. I know it's a great hardship for you that you've been assembling these pieces at great cost, and you're very interested in their workings. But we do need that dagger back.
We need the dagger back, but not if it costs us something much more in the process. I don't trust this city with this kind of technology. They've proven they've already been unable to properly maintain having this level of Delhi technology. Giving them something like Pyraxis core would be a monumental mistake, in my opinion.
Do you see an alternative for retrieving the Omen of Light?
I can speak with Slade and see what he might be able to come up with. If he believes that the Undercity would be used as a broker between the trade, then obviously he's the best person to speak with on that matter. Perhaps you can see what the king might be interested in. If the king knows that, or rather doesn't know that we have Pyraxis core, then perhaps he has some other notion of something he'd want that we can retrieve.
Well, I will leave it in Slade's hands then, but we must retrieve the dagger in order for our assault on the mountain to go forward. If we do not have both daggers, assault on the mountain is of little use. We will not be able to close the portal.
Did the Master Akima have any idea on how to close or how to combat the mountain?
Not at this time. He is going to join Cypher, and perhaps together the two of them will formulate a plan.
Very well then. I will send a message to Slade right away.
He just left like an hour ago. Oh my god, this bitch! Gotta go back up the goddamn boat.
Well, keep me informed. Thank you.
Here's an option. Maybe you could call upon the unknown to maybe steal it back for you. Or just kill the king and take it.
Can we get Sam Fisher?
That's the unknown. He just does it with a lot more blood spray.
What about Snake?
Same thing. A lot more collateral damage.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
No ideas? Nobody?
I'm not in part of this conversation, so.
Yeah, I'm not either.
So you're going to go with the Slade contact again?
I
That's
guess
my
so.
plan.
Okay, so how are you going to get a hold of him again? Are you just going to sending ritual him?
The book.
Well, you're going to have to make... You could send him ritual and probably get him in between him and getting the book.
Fine. Sending ritual.
That's fine. Do whatever. The book.
Been alerted. I'm sending ritual. Been alerted by Geddon that Akima believes a trade needs to be brokered to retrieve the Dagger of Light from the king. Will use Undercity as broker.
He replies back, I can broker deal, but you need merchandise.
Reply back, what sort of merchandise does the king want?
You could start with the fluffy robot you have. No.
Nothing.
Is that what he-
go back
is that
No.
what he's
that
responsible?
fast.
No. As I believe, he says, as I believe you already know, the king is still looking for more and unique Dalhai parts. You're basically getting the same information Dan just gave you.
Right back. Can't trust king with more technology. Need alternate plan to get dagger.
And he'll write back, let me know when you figure that out, and I'll still broker the deal. The only thing he's looking for, Dalhai. So you could go off on a mini quest to possibly find other parts, or try and trade off the ones you already have.
I'm going to... Fucking a handbasket.
Huh.
I'm gonna send Geddon. I'm just gonna... Geddon wants to leave, he can leave. And then, she's gonna spend some time thinking and then probably try to find Envoy again.
Okay.
Actually, no, hold on. Instead of sending Geddon away, she's going to see... She's going to ask him what the plan is to proceed if it doesn't involve dealing with the king right now.
Geddon.
Oh,
Well, we need the dagger, so. who
I'm
else
talking
would we deal-
hypothetically, at least. What can we do before having to deal with the king?
All right, so we don't want to trade him Pyrexis' core. I mean, there are other Delhi bases we could assault. Perhaps get some lesser parts that he would accept.
Remember how he said he's looking for unique, though.
Akima didn't mention anything else that we might be best spending our time doing.
No, not really. Unless you want to assault the mountain by without the dagger.
Maybe perhaps we could try speaking to Rye or the Reef, see if they know anything. Now that the mountain's awakened, maybe they could give us some info that would be useful.
We've spoken to them before, but their brother was not awake yet. Perhaps they would have something else to say. There is a Delhi base near the reef. We could take care of that while we were there.
And Varrig's loyalty mission's down there.
Ask her that. I don't care about that guy.
He roars again at beating things.
So, general consensus for next week?
I guess we can do that.
Fine.
We are
I
going.
mean, if you guys want to have a plan.
You have two options. You can either go to the north, where the Rye is, the tree, and possibly investigate what the lights are that are going on up there, or you can go to the south, do possible Varrig loyalty mission, along with speaking to the Reef, along with a battle with the what's it called, compound.
Well, I'd like the north.
Those are basically your two options that you have at least spoke of right now. I mean, Geddon could always go back to the college or the War Souls temple or whatever and do some things there.
Right, the monastery. Yeah.
Yep.
Going to the north, we'd probably learn more about the mountain itself. Probably. Not now that it's awake.
I would suggest speaking to the mountain or the tree now while we have a chance if whatever is up there starts to spread.
Do it early, get it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do it early before we lose the chance because the tree gets devoured by Delhi. Or take it
could
or take it
possibly
over
happen.
by the Delhi in a much worse scenario.
Yeah, that's
That's
you
what
get
you need
a
to worry
second
about.
giant walking thing of doom.
Yeah.
Mm.
Another
Exactly.
kill 'em a jig.
Like, we need a second. Then the water comes alive. Then we're double fucked.
Triple fucked.
I'm
Earth.
saying they're combined together for a double fuck themselves.
That's
Water
when
and
we-
trees working together.
That's when we bring out the fucked icon
Mm.
and just paste it on all of you. Okay, so you guys are going to be headed to the north for next session.
Makes
Yay!
sense. It makes the most
And-
sense right now.
In the meantime, I'm going to be reading the books, looking for anything with the keywords like amplifier, magical container, things
Okay.
like that.
Is that what I called it, Dan, originally, an amplifier?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember for sure.
Yeah, I'm not looking specifically for, I'm figuring that it won't be specifically called an amplifier as such, so,
Mhm.
it could be any legendary item that supposedly enhances magical powers, stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yep. So throughout the week, I'm gonna make you do some rolls for me,
Cool.
and we'll see where we are next week. But you've completed the first session back after 3 months, 2-3 months.
And it was good.
Yeah, it's good to be playing D&D again.
Get to play again tomorrow, Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody, be ready. We'll be streaming D&D, whatever the name of Dan's campaign is.
Pillars.
Pillars.
It's D&D something pillars. I can't remember the first word.
Pillars of
And
creation?
No, C something.
Saris.
That's it. See,
And my lovely paladin gets to make an appearance.
Finally. Yes.
and I get to intimidate more things. Yay!
Mhm.
Chris gets to be a monkey.
Let's see.
And that starts at 7 p.m. again. Dan, or does that start at 6?
Up to you guys.
I think it's 7.
I mean, it's
Should
a
work out.
Saturday, so I can do 6.
Or Chris, what are you doing?
7 will work easier for me tomorrow.
Okay, 7's
Okay.
fine.
So
That's what I'm-
7 is normal time.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just do all D&D games at 7 p.m. like always.
Okay.
Okay, so call starts at 6:30. Game starts at 7.
Same as usual. Cool.
Yep. Sketch, how was your first session? How'd it go?
Went by pretty well. I was just like, I could have I was trying to hold back on the daily powers in that first part because I was concerned that there was going to be another one, but
Oh, see, yeah, we don't do much as far as that one goes. There was something already that was going to happen because you guys couldn't
Sure.
stay there very long.
right.
Yeah.
Because
So-
if you guys had to fight, if those plaguers made their way down,
I would have run.
yeah,
Phil.
that's,
Yeah, like one of those things is a handful. There were what, 4 or 5 of them there?
yeah, there were about 7 there, I think.
Yeah.
One of them damn near killed a few of us last time. That was not a fun
Ugh.
fight.
Hated that fight.
We took down one though.
Yes.
It took a long time.
It only took like 2 hours, but
Uh-huh.
There's 6 of them there,
Ugh.
and I didn't drop everything that was supposed to be there. I just threw a bunch of stuff in there that I readily had, but there was a lot more there than what was shown.
Mhm.
But yeah, expect you guys are going to the north. I would expect next week to be that's probably going to be an RP session
Whee, I love those.
where there is no combat.
hmm
Ooh. Because we have to go to the north.
Yeah, if you went to the south, you would have combat either at the end of it or something like that, because there's a fortress down there. But I think you guys have pretty much cleared out the entire. No, there's still one left. So you guys might have it if you guys go over there to the other red circle.
We could stop on the way and just try to clear out the island, I guess. Yeah. I don't
We
know.
lean out of the ship. What's
was
going
supposed
on
to be a
down
big
there?
base, wasn't it?
Nothing.
Some-
Yay.
Nothing, meh.
Yeah, there's one all the way near the Waylands, which is the massive base, and then there's another one south of the Ashen Plains that you guys could possibly go to the north. So I'll prep for a combat, but if you're going to be doing a lot of talking to the Tree of Rye or investigating what the fuck's up there,
hmm
it might be just a lot of conversations and what the fuck's going on kind of things.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Learning more things.
Well, no, it's just... Never mind. I'm gonna shut up
Yeah,
now.
it's been all combat for you since you started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
combat's
actually have things with the north. I was heading north.
the combat
Yeah.
wrapped up about the around session 20, I believe.
Mm.
So we had it almost like once per session at least, or one
Switch
massive
down
fight.
for anyone else.
I don't think so.
This is currently down for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Twitch went down while we were streaming. I don't know if it affected the recording at all.
Oh, great.
No.
Dun 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 dun.
That explains the the drop.
hmm I will say, hopefully the way that I was playing Envoy was fine for how the party was set up and such.
Oh, he was fun.
When does anybody know when it went down?
Yeah, I'm checking with Crystal. No, Crystal says she's still watching.
Yeah, mine's still live, it seems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just know it went down for other people. I think an hour ago, I guess it went down.
Showing me offline.
Yeah, it's showing me
loading
the
video. Okay, I'll find out. CJ, who does all my things, will let me know if there's a problem with it.
Yeah, apparently there was a message that went up about an hour or so ago.
Yeah, it says all of Justin TV is down right now.
I think it has to do with the security thing they're dealing with, or because there's the whole thing where everyone has to have their passwords and streaming keys reset.
Yeah.
No idea.
But apparently, at least Crystal Mittens is still watching.
I'm not loading anybody in the damn chat room either.
I know.
Yeah, the chat's
Yeah.
crashed as well.
Huh.
Lame.
If anybody's watching and has my Skype info, message me to let me know that it's still going on.
Yeah, I'm asking CJ right now.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, I got one from Crystal saying it is. Because I don't local record. I should probably really start local recording these.
Yeah, especially since, now Twitch won't actually be saving the recordings for that long a time or something like that.
Well, CJ always gets on it within like the first couple of
Oh, yeah,
hours
this
of
is
happening.
true.
He always messages
Yeah,
me
you just-
immediately after.
Pretty much you have to tell it to be saved. They're just not auto-saved.
Yeah.
Right.
It's because people could stream a ton and not auto-save and just taking up space. It makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Mhm.
So cool. Everybody has
Yep.
their own little agendas going.
Yeah, Tiamos is letting me know that it's still going. Okay, sweet.
Yay,
Everyone has their own agendas except for Envoy.
Oh.
His
So-
agenda is to find an agenda.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
I just want to have like there's just the unintentional comedic moments of like Envoy just standing somewhere for extended periods of time because he has no interest or wants at the moment yet.
Just looking
And
at
not
shit.
understanding the question.
Yeah, I gotta retweet this. It's pretty hilarious.
So, here, let me sign off for everybody here. Everybody watching, I hope you had fun. We will see you tomorrow for D&D Pillars of Creation, Pillars of whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Pillars of something that starts with a C.
Yep. So, we'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Everybody have a great night. Good night, everybody.
Peoples.
Little
Night.
Right.